beat me up, throw me across the room. Like it was very. Now I'm like, it's not that hot anymore. Like I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't even think I want to have kids. I used to fucking hate myself. I don't want to date someone until I fully am like stoked on me.
Being a stand-up comedian, sometimes you get to meet some of the coolest, unexpected people in the world. And this weekend has been that for me. My guest today is, I don't even know how to describe you, but you are so famous. You're a model. You're an actress. You're a comedian. I mean, Charlotte McKinney, what have you not done?
Hush. I'm blushing. You make me sound good. I need to take you more places with me.
I'm your hype man now. Yeah.
You are.
That's what it is.
No, and I just want to say, the second I met you, I just was like, oh my God, this is a homie.
Hell yeah.
I was just like, you were just so, I don't know. I followed you online.
Yeah.
And then I met you and it was like kind of recent. And I was like, oh my God, we're on the show together. And I don't know. I'm not coming on to you in any way.
Okay. I just want to be clear. Not into you at all.
I'm not into you. But
I friend-zoned you immediately. I just want to.
I friend-zoned you immediately. But I was just like, you are like, now we're
if you call me your brother right now, I'm going to lose it, Charlotte. I will lose it.
I'm getting brother vibes. No.
This is every guy's worst nightmare.
No, I just was like, we just really hit it off.
We did.
I just felt like I felt like it was like, yo, we're doing this show. Like
we immediately did bro out.
Yeah, we kind of broed out.
We totally broed out almost instantly to the point that it was maybe a little uncomfortable for other people in the green room.
Just saying, there was a vibe.
There was.
You know?
We hit it off.
We hit it off.
Yeah.
And like now, like I'm like, let's do shows together. Let's
do shows together.
Do it.
Can you get me into modeling? I would love to.
Can you get me into? I'm so 31. I'm retired, baby.
You're retired?
No, you don't really model when you like. I don't know. The modeling world, I got so. There was just always like more to like. I'd go to these castings or these jobs and be like ripping jokes and doing funny shit, and like everyone's just like. They just don't get. They're like,
what are you doing?
You're talking. You can talk.
You have a brain?
You have a brain. And I don't know. I got over that really quickly. And that's why I use modeling to get my foot in the door. I always knew I was like, what can I use? And I used my body and I was just like, I'm going to use this, get in. And like, then I was like, because I always wanted to act and be in the comedy space and that's kind of what I used to like do that. So like Carl's Jr. when I did that kind of helped me.
Dude. Okay, let's go back for a second, Charlotte, because some people might not know this.
Okay.
You are kind of a self-made model.
Yeah,
you weren't an industry pick.
No. I mean, I came from Bumtown, Florida.
Yeah.
Dropped out of high school. Didn't know anyone. Like normally you need to know somebody in the industry. I knew nobody. So I kind of just like did it.
Was it social media?
Yeah, so I posted on social media and then I started kind of like booking from there and then Were you
the original IG model?
I hate that.
I know.
But maybe.
Yeah. Because I mean, when did you start your modeling career? I mean, it was a while back, right? How old were you?
So if I'm 31 and I started when I was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking 14 years ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was before memes, dude.
Yeah, before the memes.
Way before the memes.
Way before the memes.
Long before TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you were a little bit of a trailblazer then.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I don't like to be like, oh, I was a social media person, but yeah, I mean, it helped people see me online, and then through that, I booked stuff. So like, I'm grateful for it.
Sure.
And I think now that's what I'm trying to do with my comedy. I'm like, if I did it once with that, and now I'm like, I got to do it because I really like in the last 6 months, I've just started I don't post my comedy on. I never post.
I know.
So I'm like trying to do that now, and it's scary.
You know what? It is. But
it's like it's one thing for me to post a hot picture. That's easy.
Sure.
Posting my
that's what they expect.
That's what they expect.
Yeah.
And now when I post like my funny don't get likes, don't get the attraction, because people are only used to like tits on a platter.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is going to be a transition for sure.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things that we were talking about. It doesn't have to be one or the other for you.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about the position you're in.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think it's funny. People are like, oh, she's getting into comedy. It's like my first movie 10 years ago was a comedy. Like, I've always been doing comedy. And it's always been part of my life, but I've just never shared it.
Right.
So I feel like people are just like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, even the Carl's Jr. commercial. So
it was kind of a comedy too.
Yeah.
Like, it was a quirky, weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, you had to have some timing with that, and like.
But that wasn't what came first, though, right? I mean, your first big gigs. Well, what were?
It was Guess, and then from there it was that.
Carl's Jr.
Yeah, but I didn't have. It really, like, when I started modeling, no one wanted to work with me. No one wanted to sign me. I didn't even really have agents or managers. And
why is that?
I was short. I was curvier at the time, and that wasn't.
It wasn't what they were looking for.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, and then from Carl's, I then got to work with like UTA, and then they started pitching me for film and stuff like that. So,
because you were, I mean, you were the face of Guess, like a whole campaign, right?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. And then you were the spokeswoman for Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
You were in a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
At one point, right?
Yeah, that was the ad. It was Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, I thought you did other Carl's Jr. commercials as well.
I've done two with
them.
Okay.
So the Super Bowl ad, like that was.
Yeah.
Wasn't Kim Kardashian in that too?
Not in the one with me, but she has done it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was kind of when viral was becoming viral.
Yeah.
And then, I just need another viral hit like that.
You need a viral moment for comedy. That's it.
That's all we need.
So you're obviously funny.
Thank you.
You are a funny person.
I mean, you saw me eat. But.
Okay. You keep saying that you bombed for the shows that we did with Jowdy and Summers.
And people are always like, you got to stop saying that. Cause
honestly, that's a little bit of a rite of passage for comedians.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how well you did. I bombed. That was terrible. They hated me.
Yeah. And it shows you're just aware. If you're saying you're not bombing, then it's like,
That's a really good point.
You know?
Yeah.
At least I'm not like, oh, I crushed it and you didn't.
You don't want to be the one to say that you crushed. You want other people. Like
no, and I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm kind of the type of person who's like, I'd rather say it before someone thinks it.
Yeah, you're just really insecure in general.
I'm so insecure.
Which is insane.
Like the most insecure.
Because I want to talk about that. Because I don't think people would see you online and be like, oh, wow, I bet she has crippling self-doubt.
Yeah. Truly crippling.
Yeah.
And it's affected me in my career and hindered me from a lot of just showing myself on, because I'm a perfectionist. I don't want to post this unless it's and I think that has just, people want to see the bad, the good, they want to see the journey. And I think
they want to see the behind the scenes stuff, the candid stuff.
Exactly. And I'm so afraid of sharing that. So it's like now I'm in this place where I'm like, let's just.
Where do you think that comes from? Why this need for perfection? Why the self-doubt?
I think from just like I'm maybe starting at a really young age and like dating a lot of really shitty dudes. That kind of like I had
because you've got like a really cool family life, right?
Yeah, great parents.
Yeah,
great,
super close to your dad, right?
Yeah, great.
So I mean, the classic daddy issues really aren't there.
No. Yeah. People are always like, you have such daddy issues, but you have a great dad. It's
your dad's so cool.
Yeah,
what's going on there?
Yeah, exactly. No, I've always kind of dated horrible men, and at the start of my career I dated a guy who was just like kind of like got into the psyche and you then start doubting and questioning yourself but I'm finally like after years of therapy getting my shit together, I'm coming out of the other end.
Okay.
I'm working on it, and like even just learning how to I can't take a compliment to say
I know that.
Yeah
I know.
It's like, can you just say thank you or yes? And I think sometimes it makes it in putting myself down is only putting that in other people's brains. So I really have to work on like not doing that.
Because I obviously there's going to be people who are just trying to pander and suck up and that sort of thing. But when it's coming from, friends, like, take the compliment.
Totally.
Take the compliment, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn
so dating, I mean, that's got to be tough in your industry.
Yeah.
Especially, you're from Los Angeles. That dating pool has been so pissed in.
It's so bad.
It's crazy.
It's so bad. And like I'm at a point now where it's like I just want to date myself. I don't
shut up, dude.
I know.
Okay.
No, but I do. I want to date myself.
What does that even mean, Charlotte?
It means
what
I
does that mean, Charlotte
to
McKinney?
love myself again because
Okay.
I used to fucking hate myself. And it's like I don't want to date someone until I fully am like stoked on me.
That's okay. That I love.
That is
I love
not
that.
as cheesy as,
It's not.
Okay.
It's not cliche at all.
Okay.
You want to be. I want to be stoked on myself.
Yeah.
That's
Before
a great.
I'm
That needs to
stoked
go on a
someone else.
T-shirt.
Yeah. Stoked on yourself, dude.
Be stoked on yourself, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on a hat right now.
Yeah.
All right. We were talking about merch the other night.
That's my merch.
Stoked on myself.
Stoked on myself.
Right.
And then I can be stoked on someone else.
Sure. Or maybe they can just be stoked on you.
Me.
And you're just kind of like, whatever, dude.
Whatever,
yeah, I'm
dude.
stoked on me too.
Fucking
You
stoked.
should be.
Let's be stoked.
Right? Together.
Yeah. Yes. That's our
Come
new-
together
Come
in
together
stokedness.
and be stoked.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I get that a little bit.
Yeah.
What is tell me some of the dating disasters that you've had.
I mean, I think all of it's very disastrous. I don't really go out on dates. I'm not on apps.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that would be a nightmare.
I mean, when I got single recently, my friends put me on it and I like checked it out. But
Were you
I
on
was
Rhea?
like, yeah, I was
Or Raya or whatever?
Rita, Reno.
That lame shit.
That fucking pussy shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, meet a person acoustically, you know?
Yeah.
We don't need this
I
electronic
don't
shit.
need it. But then it's like I don't go out.
Okay.
So like I'm trying not, like we were talking about, like I'm trying not to booze. I'm trying not to be out too much.
Yeah, I do want to talk about that too.
Yeah, I want to get into that.
Okay. Yeah, the sobriety journey is an interesting one.
Try that dating. Like
I
being
have, dude.
sober dating.
I've been sober for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you get like I kind of
I don't like the way this line of questioning is going. How do you get girls?
No, how do you go out? How do you like get, I mean, I have severe intimacy issues too. So
Okay.
like that's like why I do, like sobriety is hard when it comes to dating. Like I can be sober whenever, but when it comes to like getting to know other people, that's when I want to like have a drink or
Just
so, like,
loosen up a little bit, right?
you have to. It's so
You don't.
painful.
You actually don't.
You don't.
Yeah, no,
So
you
how
can be
would you-
authentically yourself.
How do you raw dog date?
How do you raw dog dating is a
It's
crazy
fucking
question.
hard, dude.
Yeah, it is. It is. And well, I don't know, man. I think you've got to be stoked on yourself first. That's what it is. So, I mean, you are recently-ish single. You were in a relationship for what,
Yeah.
like 4 years? I think you've talked
7
about
years.
7
Yeah,
years.
7 years. His affair was 4. So
What?
Yeah.
He was having an ongoing affair
Yeah. Yeah.
for 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please-
I was using a lot of drugs at the time, so I guess I didn't.
You just didn't
notice
see it.
this I'm like,
I was blacked out for 4
I
years,
was
so
blacked
you know.
out. I was in a K-hole the whole time, so it's like.
Was he like a celebrity or anything?
No.
What?
I dated down, and when you date down, they get insecure.
That's true.
And not to say I dated down. That came off kind of, but I
No,
did.
fuck him.
I did.
Yeah,
Fucking tattoo artist, like.
Oh, dude, what are you
Yeah.
doing? Come on. I mean, don't get me wrong, love my tattoo artist buddies. You know I love you.
Yeah. Tattooers
but
are just fucking slimy people.
not all of them.
Okay.
Not all
yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
There are good ones. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if they're not, if he's just like a scratcher, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was just, I don't know. He was sober. So you think like honest lifestyle, sobriety. He's,
Some of the biggest pieces of shit I know are sober.
That's what I'm realizing. And
Yeah.
I was like, I was so alert by, oh, well, he's sober. So he's
He's got to be a good guy.
He's got to be great.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, no.
It's worse
Not at all.
sometimes because you're kind of trying to get that rise through other things.
Yeah, the way that you just did that.
Yeah.
That was trying to get that rise. Dude. Hey, we're all just trying to get that rise, guys.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That dopamine hit.
Are we rolling dice or doing something else? What are we
I'm
doing?
always doing the hand job. But yeah, that's what I'm learning. Like, just because someone's sober doesn't mean they're
No.
You
So he was clearly not like a good sober dude. No.
Yeah.
7 years
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
4 years of which he was cheating on you actively,
Yeah.
with one specific other person. He just had
one specific.
another girlfriend, basically.
Yeah. Bazook.
That can't bazook. Yeah,
Bazook,
that's
dude.
crazy. Bazook. Tag it. Hashtag bazook. I mean that's gotta.
It hurt. And like
Yeah.
that year, that like, I'm finally at the year mark of it. But like that first year I was so lost. I'm like, whoa, like.
Am I terrible?
I'm like, am I the worst
awful?
person? And like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty, like, I can be late, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but like, I'm a pretty chill chick. I didn't ask to move in with him. I didn't ask for kids. I didn't ask for marriage. Like 7 years, a girl normally is like,
Yeah.
So I would say like my problem was I was too chill. So like to the girls out there, don't be overly chill because they just walk over.
Be a little crazy.
You got to be a little crazy.
They got to be a little bit scared of you.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah. I like became crazy after the breakup and then like became crazy, but then I should have been more crazy in the relationship.
No, okay, so here's my thought on that because I've heard that same thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I've dated I never call them crazy.
Yeah.
I think they have like some issues that they need to work through potentially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I like
that's
that
why
you
you
don't
stabbed
use
me in
the
my
word-
sleep.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that guys want a crazy girl. I think there's just a lot of shitty guys out there, and I think the bar is very low for how guys need to behave towards a woman. I think that we have lost masculine energy in our society.
1,000%.
And everyone is existing in this pussification
Yeah.
of the I would say probably the millennial, the Gen Z, hopefully not the Gen Alpha. I really hope we can
What's Gen
turn it.
Alpha?
That's the next one after Gen Z.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, that's the babies right now, right? Am I right about that, Val?
Yeah.
Producer Val? You know, you're Gen Z, right?
Yeah.
You are Gen Z.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Bitch. Way to be a fucking bitch.
Did you also sleep with my ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, who the fuck have you been fucking with?
But yeah, dude, I think that's what's missing right now.
I do.
I don't think it's that you need to be more crazy. I think you should be able to exist in your feminine energy.
Yeah, rock my
which is
shit.
pretty
Yeah.
chill, like chill vibes.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not saying you need to be a trad wife or anything, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But
A
I think
what wife?
a trad wife,
What's that?
traditional wife, like you
Oh,
stay
no,
home, you
fuck
cook,
no.
you clean,
Yeah,
you
I'd
have
rather
babies,
hang myself.
barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying like you should be able to exist in your feminine energy, and dudes should know how to be men.
And I think a lot of it stems, like what I learned from that relationship is he was so insecure.
Mm-hmm.
So he needed to get the validation from this other bitch.
Yeah.
And it's like these men are all just so insecure, and it's like, just be secure in yourself, and then like I don't know,
Be a fucking man, dude.
be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah.
If you have issues with insecurity,
Yeah.
figure out how to not be insecure
Yeah,
anymore.
or be like, hey, I feel insecure when you do this, and like just communicate it and like nip it in the butt. I think
Yeah.
people are so afraid to have hard conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and like I think in my last relationship, if we had just a few hard conversations, probably would have worked it out.
Okay.
But it's like I think people just are pussies, and
Yeah.
they can't.
Well, men
own it.
specifically.
Yeah.
That's the issue that I have.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in LA, dude.
Yeah, and I
have
don't
seen
want to be
this.
the girl who's like, oh fuck, men are such pussies, they're all bitches. But like, I don't know, like.
Well, you can't say it because it was women, not entirely, but in large part, that kind of simped everyone out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Like I want a man who's emotional and is in touch with it. And yeah,
And then you get it.
You have to have an emotional IQ.
Yeah.
But also don't be a bitch.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think for me right now, it's just like focusing on my stuff. I'm dating
Okay.
but
How's that going?
it's good. I mean,
Yeah?
yeah.
What's the worst date you've been on recently, Charlotte? Tell me.
I don't go on dates.
What do you mean you don't go on dates?
I don't go on dates. I'm like, I'm
If
seeing,
you're dating,
I'm
you're
seeing
going
guy
on a
right,
date.
I'm seeing
okay.
a guy right now.
Okay.
And so but at the start, when I was newly single, I was going out on dates. And there was this one guy who was, what's it called? A cock watch or something?
A cuck?
A cuck.
You were going on dates with a cuck?
I went on a date with a guy and I found out he was a cuck.
So he wanted to watch other dudes?
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm out.
Oh, you weren't into that?
Not into it.
Yeah. No, that's, once again, dude, be a fucking man.
Be a man and don't
not
be a
that,
cock.
Not that there, I'm not, hang on.
No. You are on the right path.
I need to walk this back.
No,
because I mean, I don't want to shame anybody.
Okay.
Like, if that's your
I
thing.
do.
Okay, you want to, let's get into it, dude.
I'm sorry.
But there are women that would be into that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that.
If you're into it, like, fine,
but
you know.
I'm just learning, like, guys in LA or even, like, successful guys, like, they get pussy so easily or they get almost, like, immune to it. And then they need these, like, crazy things. And, like, even this last, I dated a guy who was obsessed with threesomes. And it's like, when is it enough?
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's not enough just to be in a happy, healthy relationship.
Yeah, it's not enough. And I think even all these people are like, I'm poly, I'm this, I'm... like,
that's such bullshit.
I think poly is like, AKA I'm a bitch and I can't commit to one person.
Well, yeah, no, poly is just ethical slut.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, if you're poly,
Maybe I'm poly
that's
then.
totally fine. Hey, do your thing. And if you find people that are okay with that,
but
you don't
why
have
do
more
you
of a
have
problem
to
with.
say the word poly?
Yeah,
you sound so
just say that you want to have sex with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say that.
Just own up to your inner slut.
But
I own it. Like,
be stoked on your inner slut, dude.
Be stoked. When I'm in a whorish phase, like, I'm just like, I'm whoring out.
Yeah. Hoe got a hoe.
Hoe got a hoe.
Hoe's gonna be hoe, so I couldn't blame Tammy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, dude. But like I don't have a problem with the poly lifestyle.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
I'm not judging anyone for that. What I do have a problem with is when someone's living a poly lifestyle and forgets to tell their partner about that. Because I've seen that a lot too.
Oh,
yeah.
Their partner doesn't know they're poly.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're just literally just cheating.
And then when they get caught, they say, I'm poly.
We talked about this. No, you mentioned in passing that you might be interested in exploring something like that, but we never confirmed it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, I'm getting cucked.
Yeah. I'm getting...
This is a very personal rant at this point.
I'm getting cucked.
Yeah, dude, I got cucked.
Yeah, I'm not ready for cucking yet.
No?
My sex life isn't that boring to where I need cucking.
Okay.
You know, maybe one day.
Well, I mean, is it maybe just not boring for you? Are you pretty vanilla?
Me?
Yeah.
Vanilla in what sense? In the sexual?
Yeah, like in bed, yeah.
No.
No.
No, I don't.
What's your thing?
What's my thing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want your dude watching other dude. You're not Bonnie Blue.
He's asking in a brotherly sense.
Yeah, this is very, like from one bro to another.
From one bro to another.
What's your thing, dude?
My thing? Oh my God, you're getting me all nervous.
Okay. I mean, are we talking like just the standard choking, spitting, slapping type stuff?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But then there's like a...
You're trying to get tied up, dude?
Yeah, always. But like, no, not always. But it's like, there comes a point too where it's like, my sex life through my 20s was just like, beat me up, throw me across the room. Like, it was very... Now I'm like, it's not that hot anymore. Like, spit on my face, okay. Yeah.
Well, not on your face. That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, like whatever. It's fine.
Spit in my mouth and tell me you love me. You know,
yeah, I don't know. I think for me right now, it's like intimacy and like just actually like getting into it and like being associated. Because I'm very disassociated, I think.
Being in the moment, being able to feel it all.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
It's weird. And like, again, the sober stuff, like I was
about to say.
Blackout, doing the thing. And now it's like trying to like kind of, and like, look, I'm not claiming sobriety. I still fool around, but like I'm not doing what I used to be doing.
You're not going hard anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think for me right now, it's just like relearning sex in a not aggressive way.
Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting? That was when I got sober, one of my biggest fears was, how am I ever going to be able to enjoy sex again?
Right?
Like, I don't have that. Well, what I thought was, almost like a cheat code, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've got Molly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great
gonna
regardless.
feel fucking good.
It's gonna be awesome. But now I realize it was just a crutch. It was a crutch because I didn't understand true intimacy. And I will say,
mic drop.
dude, I will say, since I got sober,
Yeah.
the best sex of my life.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Totally.
Like not even a competition. There is no close second.
And you can actually feel it.
Oh, you can feel it, dude.
You know?
Yeah, you can feel it.
Like my favorite
It's intense. It's a lot. I'm gonna come. Yeah. Just like it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is.
It's yeah, I don't know. I think that to me is like the kinky shit now. It's like learning to be intimate.
That's such an interesting point.
Yeah.
That's so cool, actually. I really like that. Like that is, it's almost like the craziest sex now is, wow, I really feel a connection with this other person.
Yeah. I still like to get smacked on the ass, you know.
Well, sure. I mean, yeah, this, like I said, the standard choking, spitting, slapping.
We love it.
But like that was my thing. Like I'll try anything once. You know what I mean? But what I've found is all of that stuff it's just like, oh God, I have to tie you all the way up. I have to like use these blindfolds and ball gags and whips and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to have
a
genuine connection with someone.
Totally.
That is what I want.
Yeah.
A genuine connection.
I like that.
Yeah.
Look at us growing up.
I mean, dude,
I'm so
isn't
proud
this
of
cool?
us. This is
As
so
siblings,
cool.
this is a really fun conversation to be having.
Stepbrother?
So, whoa. Oh, I'm stuck under the podcast table, step bro. So you're seeing someone now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to focus on me and not be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't even think I want to have kids. Like my career is coming first, and like that's kind of second. I get really distracted because I'm a people pleaser, and I want to like, you know, my whole life of being with these guys was always like running out of work to go, you know, cook them dinner or do this, cook them dinner. What? I've never cooked,
order them dinner.
I've never cooked anyone dinner. I don't love how I like claim that.
Did you just flat out lie?
Did I just lie about cooking for a guy? Dude, I can't cook shit.
What just happened?
I can't cook for shit.
No?
No, that's not my thing.
Oh, you gotta.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. If you want a
Hotness
masculine
can
man,
only go a long way. Motorboating only lasts for so long.
I beg to differ. But what I'm saying is, if you want a masculine man, maybe go out of your way to learn how to at least scramble some eggs.
Yeah, I can do that.
You could, okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just like very over it.
Maybe you just have a chef make everything for you and then present it.
Yeah.
Like they make it and you plate it.
Yeah.
Okay. That works too.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I just don't want anything right now.
I got you.
So it's tough because I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're going through this pretty intense transition.
I'm in a like I'm transing.
Don't say it that way.
I'm transitioning into another place.
Imagine.
I'm transing.
Yeah, I'm actually getting the top surgery.
Yeah.
The internet would break. The internet would fully break if Charlotte McKinney came out as a trans man and got top surgery.
Oh my tops! Oh, lost my boobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Horrible.
Well, you wouldn't lose them; you would intentionally dispose of them, because that is what your journey would be.
That would be my.
And it would be totally okay.
Yeah.
And we would support you in that.
Yeah.
But the internet would break.
Yeah, I'm just transitioning into another phase of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
More so comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always acted.
Yeah.
But you also I want to talk about the movie that you just filmed.
Oh, yeah. So stoked.
Bus Boys.
Yes.
Dude. Working with David Spade.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn. I mean, one of the biggest guys in the industry right now, in the comedy industry right now.
Hands
Him
down.
and Shane Gillis.
Hands down.
Right? Andrew Schultz, too.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee was in this movie. How incredible was it working with these guys?
It was crazy. So my first movie I ever did was Joe Dirt 2 with Spade. That was 12 years ago.
Okay.
And
a lot of people don't even know that movie was made.
I didn't. Like, who saw it?
Dude, when you told me, oh yeah, I was in Joe Dirt too, I was like,
there was
They made a second one?
They made a second
what?
one. Yeah,
I mean, the first one was a
no
classic.
saw it. It's a classic.
And it was kind of like
you can't remake
Dumb
a
and
classic.
Dumberer. You know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, people watched it, but
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So, anyways, Spade's a close friend, and he was always talking about this script with Theo Von. And I was just like, oh my God, like the dream. So, anyways, he hits me up and he's like, hey, like, there's a few things in it that could be good for you. And I looked at it and I was just like, oh, it's kind of like Bikini Girl. Like, I was just like, hey, like, let me read for like a character, like something. Right. So he's like, okay, put yourself on tape. Theo's been really hard with the casting and this and that, and we'll see. I can't, you know. So I put myself on tape, and I booked it. And I was
Incredible.
just like, I never really stand up for myself. I'm always like, oh, like, thank you for this small role. I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
And I kind of was just like, no, I want something with and it's still a very small role, but
you still did it.
But I still, yeah.
You didn't take the Bikini Girl.
Yeah.
Like that's your typecast, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm still the sexy girl in it, but it's just, more of a thing. So I'm really excited. It was so much fun. Just being on set with them was just incredible. And
dude, what was it like filming with a character like Theo Von?
Well, he wasn't in any of my stuff.
Oh.
So that was kind of a bummer.
Who was in your stuff?
Just David.
It was just Spade.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
and you've worked with him before.
Yeah.
What is it like working with that guy though? Because he seems just like a crazy person.
A crazy person?
Yeah, like in a good way.
Okay.
Just like a lunatic.
No.
In the best possible way.
No, I respect his hustle so much.
Is he chill?
The chillest.
Really?
So great. So nice to everyone. I will always vouch for him. He's the best.
He's like, one of the biggest guys in like an enduring name in comedy. Like the guy that worked with Chris Farley, Tommy Boy. Yeah. All of that stuff. Like he's just always killed the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's the best.
So having a friend like that is
I'm grateful
phenomenal.
For him. He's always been like a mentor in my life and someone who's always kind of been.
When does that movie come out?
I don't know. We're hoping within the next year.
Okay.
You know, so I saw like a little bit of it.
The internet is on fire about it right now.
I know.
Everyone in the comedy world is pumped about it. But even people that, may not be quite as obsessed with Theo Von as like stand-ups are, they're all excited about it too.
And I think what this movie will do is kind of, and I'm just honored to be a part of something that's like, I think they're going to change the wokeness with this. I don't know.
Is this like an anti-woke type
of
situation? Really?
I think they're trying.
You know what I thought of when I heard about this movie was Waiting with who was it? Ryan Reynolds, right?
Okay.
There were a bunch of people.
I've never seen it.
I think Anna Faris was in it.
We love Anna Faris.
I'm pretty sure she was. I could be totally. Do you know what
Big
movie
Anna
I'm talking
Faris
about?
Wait, what was it called again? I can look
Waiting. This is producer Val, by the way, also known as producer Puddles.
What?
She has hyperhidrosis.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
what does that make you do? Sweat?
Yeah. So we call her producer Puddles.
She's 25. She can handle it.
She's fine, dude. She's totally fine.
Anna Faris.
Anna Faris is in it.
Alana Ubach, Vanessa.
Oh, I forgot.
Anna Faris is my favorite.
She's great.
Justin Long, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Justin Long.
Love
That's
Justin
it.
Long.
Yeah,
I've
he's
worked
great
with him.
too.
He's great.
So, like when I heard about Bus Boys, that's the movie I instantly thought of because it's about the service industry, kind of behind the scenes of a restaurant.
Yes. I do remember this movie. And don't
so
they
great.
Spit in the food?
Yes. Dane Cook was in it.
Dane Cook's in it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of that vibe.
Okay. Great.
Totally.
Because that was a classic.
Yeah. Tim Dillon's in it too.
Loved him, dude.
So it's just
Tim,
like, it's just a bunch of cameos. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, there's been this resurgence, I think, in stand-up comic-driven TV and movies.
Yeah.
Right? Like Tires, Shane Gillis' show.
So good.
I mean, fucking
everyone
incredible.
loves that.
Loved the first season.
They said the second season's better.
It's insane.
Yeah, I think I want to watch the second season.
It's so good. I mean, have you watched the first season?
No.
Okay, you have to watch the first season.
Yeah.
So that you can fully appreciate the second season.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I watched a TV show where I saw the first season, I was like, that was good. And then the second season, I was like, whoa.
Oh,
this
really?
is dramatically better.
Yeah.
Even though the first season was good. I think the sophomore album is always the toughest, right?
Yeah.
And they crushed it.
I think I'll like it because my dad is like a used car dealership guy.
Is he
and
really?
So I was in the car world growing up, so I feel like I'll like that.
I think you will.
Or is it only about tires?
Well, it's more about like an auto repair shop.
Yes, yeah,
but
like
it's the
that.
same vibe.
It's kind
and Andrew Schultz actually plays a used car salesman in the show.
That. Yeah.
So it's perfect, dude.
It's great. We love.
Oh, it's probably going to trigger so much stuff for you.
Yeah, we
you know
love
what I mean?
being triggered.
Okay, so Bus Boys.
Yeah, Bus
Huge.
Boys. Yeah.
So proud of you. Congratulations.
And then last year I shot a film with Tommy Lee Jones and James Franco.
What?
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. It's just been taking forever to come out. So
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him in anything in a while. He's from Texas.
Yes.
He's a Texas boy.
He's a Texas boy.
He is.
Yeah, we love him.
Are you allowed to talk about that project at all, or?
Yeah, it's like a mob movie.
Is it out?
No, it's been taking
sitting on the shelf.
Shit just takes fucking forever.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm excited for that to come out. So yeah, I mean, I think for me, while I'm waiting for all this stuff, I'm just like, how can I get better at I just really want to get better with my stand up, and like I don't really post my stand up because I don't feel I'm there yet.
Yeah, well, we're gonna change that though, right? Mm-hmm. We're doing things differently on that.
Yeah.
Starting now.
Yeah, and you gave me a good tag last night.
I did give you a good tag. I'm gonna give you more good tags. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna make you funny. I'm totally kidding. I got you.
The bones are there. I just need a couple.
No, they are.
Things.
Yeah, understanding that most stand-up comics are very insecure people.
Yeah.
Very traumatized.
Yeah,
I mean, I fully believe. It's not that you have to have gone through intense, severe trauma to be a funny stand-up, but I don't think it hurts. In fact, I think it helps a lot. Truly. I think there's probably some very normal, well-adjusted people out there that are stand-up comics.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Val, do you know of any? No?
And I think that's why, I think for me, why I did get into stand-up is my whole life was trying to connect with these people or actors or models or the people in the industry. And then when I started doing stand-up, I was like, fuck, these people get me.
Yeah.
Like even just like meeting you and like just kind of these instant connections of like half the time it's not even about the show. It's just about being in the green room with like cool people. And like the community I've built around it is like, I don't even care if I bomb because I get to like just be around people who like kind of get it. And
there
like,
is a community
with
there.
Depression and mental illness. And like, I feel like I'm not alone when I'm around comedy.
Yeah, like
gay as that
you
sounds.
Found your tribe in that culture.
And I find
you're
that
absolutely
to be so
right.
beautiful. And I haven't had that my whole life between high school and like what I was doing before. And like, I finally feel like I've found my people.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna start crying.
Please don't. Please don't. Dude, I did a podcast episode with Jen Fulwiler. You met her.
Fulwiler.
Yeah, you met her. Incredible comic. She was just in here.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
And
I'm so sorry.
We talked about just the isolation that some of us feel.
Totally.
Not just in childhood, but throughout our lives. Feeling alone in a crowded room, as cliche as that sounds. Totally. I mean, it's so cheesy, right?
So cheesy.
But it's so real.
So real.
And then once you find that connection with people where it's like, oh, you get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been through this stuff too. Oh, you felt the way that I feel.
Yeah.
It's such an overwhelming moment.
Yeah.
It really is.
Even just talking about sobriety with you, I'm like, oh my God, like I don't feel like you get it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like you understand.
I've been there, dude.
You've been there and like we're all, I think at the end of the day too, it's like we're all just trying to like better ourselves and like do better and be.
I think some people are.
Yeah.
I think some people are really genuinely trying to do better. Be happier. Contribute more than they're taking out, right?
Totally.
I think there's people in the world too that are just fucked up and
lame.
evil and and just those people are going to coast and they're never going to do anything cooler than have their 9 to 5. Even if they're making millions of dollars, I don't care if you're not having a good time. If you're not enjoying your life, what the fuck are you doing? Dude?
Even when you said like you told your sponsor, I'll go back to using.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing something I love. What was that story?
It was, I actually told Jen this exact same story. When I first got sober and my sponsor said, hey, we're gonna do these steps and I just need you to be committed. I need you to be honest. I need you to do the work.
Yeah.
And we'll get through it together. And I was like, that's cool, man. I just need you to know if I get through these steps and I still want to do drugs, I'm going to do drugs. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I hope you do.
Yeah.
If you still want to do drugs after we've done all this work, you need to go do drugs.
Yeah, have at it.
Yeah, and that for me was just kind of like okay. Cool. Let's do it then.
Yeah.
What do I have to lose?
Nothing.
Oh, this is going to take me a few months to do this work that you're talking about, and I just have to not drink or do drugs for this period of time.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, if I'm still fucking miserable, I can go right back to what I was doing before. That's perfect.
Totally.
Yeah.
And there's never anyone who's gone, put the work in, done it all, and then been like, oh, fuck it. I mean, yeah, I guess there are people who relapse.
There's probably. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people that are.
I mean, me.
Relapse. But
I'm still trying to do Molly on my birthday.
Hey.
I said if I can go 6 months without it, I'm going to do it on my birthday.
I think you should. If that's what you want to do, that's what you should do. Do what you want to do. Always do what you want to do as long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
I'm definitely not hurting anybody.
Hey. Yeah, you might be making some.
I might be making someone really happy.
Is that Charlotte McKinney throwing ass right now? But there it is. There's the rolling. Hey, come on now.
Is it dice? Is it dick?
What are we doing?
We don't know. We don't know.
Might be both. But yeah, that's. I mean, I think everyone do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Hard stop.
Period.
As long as you're. Was that Lizzo?
Is that how she talked? Period.
That was Lizzo. That was Lizzo, right, Val?
Cardi B, Lizzo.
I don't even
Cardi
know
B,
them.
maybe. Oh, she's huge. But anyways, huge in a lot of different ways. I like Lizzo. I'm very proud of her.
I know who Lizzo is.
Yeah, she's lost a ton of weight.
We love her.
Yeah, and you know what? You know how she lost all that weight? Stop trying to be a fucking vegan.
Vegan makes you.
Period.
Mm-hmm. We're both kind of carnivore, right?
Yeah, very much so, dude.
Yeah, strong in that
world. We can talk about that too.
Yeah.
So wait, tell me about the sobriety thing. What happened? What? I don't even know really.
So my deal is I like to party. Mm-hmm. I was heavily in it when I was in my 20s. I really got into like drinking, blacking out, cocaine in Miami, and like at a young age. I kind of started at such a young age to by the time I was like 25, 26, I kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
I dated a sober guy, so I settled down a bit, but I was always still doing stuff. I was always doing, ketamine or smoking pot, or I would kind of be like, okay, well, I'm not going to use that, and then I'd use that. Mm-hmm. Or I'm not going to use I'll stop with that, and then I'll do mushroom.
Right.
I'm always kind of like trying to do something. But right now, my biggest thing was I was smoking pot every day for like 4 years, and I'm fully off that.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Which is really hard.
That is hard.
Quitting pot is like quitting.
Well, because it's like it's a security blanket for you.
Yeah. It was just
if you've been doing it for 14 years, that's just your baseline, and now you're ripping that out from under yourself.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah, and I've been suffering with like severe insomnia because I would smoke so much to sleep, and but I'm really into psychedelics, and like weirdly, mushrooms and LSD kind of got me to stop doing drinking, and so I still dabble with like mushrooms and microdosing LSD here and there to kind of keep me. I don't know. I know that's so cliche and lame to say.
I don't think so at all.
Psychedelics have really, like, I also suffered like a really bad eating disorder.
Okay.
With the insecurity, like you said, body dysmorphia. Mm-hmm. So like using psychedelics kind of made me see like, okay, I'm going to kill myself if I don't start eating. So psychedelics have like really helped me. But again, it's like not using them every weekend and like every 3 months doing a journey.
I think that's with
so that's
anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're even seeing like people who were outspoken proponents of the benefits of medicinal cannabis, let's call it.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing well, actually, if you do it too much, it can actually do some permanent damage. So you've got to. I mean, for me, I just had to be cold turkey on everything, right?
And some people are like all or nothing. I'm not like a crazy addict to where I like can't, but it's definitely what I'm learning is like just these couple months of not touching anything, of like my mood is so stable, and like I would have these hits and lows, and like just to get that little high off, MDMA or something, I'd rather have this than this bullshit.
Well, you know what the cool thing about that is, though? Like, you can eventually, gradually increase that stable
that stokeness
line. The stoked line does gradually. I can't think of words right now. It gets stokier, dude.
It gets stokier. Fuck, dude.
You get stoked and then you get stokier. It's kind of.
I love this merch line.
This is a sick merch line, actually.
What was it again?
Stoked on myself.
Stoked on myself.
I think we were talking about
merch.
What kind of merch you could do. I think that might be the thing.
Stoked on myself.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta have to you're gonna have to write a joke around it or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
So with the sobriety thing, I mean, and finding kind of like now you're on this even keel baseline, right?
We love.
But being able to elevate that's the word I was looking for. Like, how do you continuously elevate that so you don't need to have these super high highs or super low lows,
and
right?
I think for me it's been stand-up. Just having a little bit of that bump after a show of like, I just did okay.
It's a huge endorphin.
Even for me, it's like, even if I don't do good, it's like I still got up on stage.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whatever.
You still conquered your own insecurity.
Yeah.
Whatever else you might be dealing with, right?
Totally.
To go out there and do something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And that's sick.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all it needs to be. Maybe stand-up isn't like your ultimate career.
And that's the thing, I'm not trying to be like a touring big, like I'm kind of just using it to get my confidence back. It helps me with my acting, and like I love doing shows, but do I see myself being like,
who knows?
I'm not putting myself down, but I'm also just like being realistic of like where I am with it, and like, it's helping me right now, and I'm into it, and what happens.
I mean, obviously, that Zhao Ying Summers, right? But we both know and love her.
Yes,
we're doing these shows with her.
We're doing shout-outs. We're doing shows with Zhao Yang.
We are.
Talk about an inspiring.
Oh my God, dude. She's incredible.
Ripping hours and just like back to back.
So not only that, I'm going to say this really quickly and then make the point. So Zhao Ying Summers, she is Chinese.
Yes.
Grew up in China, moved to the U.S. Early 20s, I think, right? Something like that. Learned English.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
And then not only learned how to be funny in English, a second language, learned how to be relatably funny to thousands of people on stage in English. That's insane.
It's mind-boggling to me. I can barely speak English, and I've been here this whole time. I'm
bilingual, dude. I'm barely lingual, okay?
Bitch, I'm barely lingual. I don't know how she fucking does it.
It's crazy, dude.
It's fucking insane, and it's so beautiful to see. And I'm like stop, like me being like, oh, I didn't, like, then work harder, do better.
Yes.
Like,
well,
write
that's
more.
the point that I was making.
Stop being a fucking pussy.
She went out, started her own club so she could get more stage time in LA so that she could hone her craft.
Be like the best.
Now she's, after years of incredibly hard work.
Totally.
I mean, the stereotype is true for Zhao Ying. She works so hard. It's insane. She's so funny. Don't get me wrong, but she works so hard.
Work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I keep getting mad. I'm like, I don't like my set. I'm like, it takes time.
It does take time.
Get, like, this incredible set overnight.
But also, write more.
Yeah.
Do more. I mean, go to the open mics.
Experience more.
Yeah, you're Charlotte McKinney.
Yeah.
But you can go to an open mic.
I go to a lot of open mics. You don't?
No, I know you do.
Oh, you know I do. Okay.
I was just more so giving you a hard time there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, the more that you're just able to verbalize your thoughts.
Yeah.
We talked about it last night, dude.
Yeah.
You're so naturally funny just conversationally.
And that's what I need to find how to do on stage.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't trust myself enough. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, someone has to help. Like, I have to write it out, and it has to
I have
be
to have
memorized.
a setup and a punch, and it's got to be perfect. Yeah.
And it's like when I just free ball and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
So it's trying.
People are going to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to find a way to do that. So how could I go on stage tonight in a different manner?
Okay, I will say it's so funny. The first night that we did a show in Austin.
Yeah.
I was introducing you.
Yes.
And you were in the bathroom.
Yes.
And I said your name, looked at the stage door, right? And you're nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, are they pranking me right now? Charlotte McKinney, give it up. And Charlotte McKinney is not there.
Cricket.
And I look at the audience. I'm like, I swear this is not a bit. She is actually here. I don't know where she is. Maybe I should do another joke. And right as I said, well, let's maybe do another joke, you bust through the door, literally pulling your pants up still. I mean, you looked insane.
It was perfect.
You were so disheveled.
My tits
coming
were
through
out.
that.
I was pulling, like, my nipple was hanging out. I was pulling my tits up. I was putting my pants up. I'm like, guys, I'm here. I'm here.
It's me, Charlotte.
It's me, Charlotte. I'm so stoked.
But yeah, you were stuck in the but like the way that you were able to just, you didn't play up the moment. You were just authentically yourself in that moment, rushing on stage and making a joke out of it, I should say.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what I do best. And it's like being in a situation, making a joke out of it at the spot. So like, how can that be my whole?
You just find those kinds of funny moments that you've already experienced.
Yeah.
That you can essentially translate on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I go take a shit?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying we do that every time. Wait, you were taking a shit in there?
I was not taking a shit.
I feel like you kind of were. Did you do a dumpy in the green room, dude?
No, I was literally putting my lipstick on, and he was knocking on the door. I couldn't hear him.
Why were your pants down while you were putting lipstick on?
I peed. I was putting my lipstick on.
What kind of lipstick are we talking about here, dude? What? Which lips were you applying the stick to?
I was like readjusting.
Is that what the kids are calling it? Yeah, I was putting on lipstick. It was a dildo. Jesus.
I was getting off really quick before my set. You don't masturbate before your set?
No, dude. You gotta. It's all about the retention beforehand.
Oh, retention.
Yeah,
okay.
Retention, dude. You gotta do some retention.
Do some retention. You don't want to be loosey goosey, feeling like floaty.
No,
You don't bust it out before. No.
You're not cranking it.
You're not
before you go on stage.
Before you go on stage.
What are you talking about?
What are you even into?
Are you even a real comedian?
Are you even doing?
You're not jerking it before you go on stage.
Jerking it before stage?
What?
Wait, you're not?
No. No, legitimate.
Obviously not there. Obviously not there, but like before you're at home and like you.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I have to wait till after a show to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you wonder where I go after my set, when I disappear for a little while, that's what's happening.
Got it. Okay.
I am jerking off into the bushes outside.
I love it.
No, I've actually had like previous girlfriends like ask me like, "Hey, do you want to
fuck before?
Do you want to bang before you go do?" And I'm like, "No, absolutely not.
Oh.
No, I've got to be sharp. I want to be as clear as possible before I go on stage."
Okay.
Yeah.
I
won't even take a shit before I go on stage because it feels
wanna
pretty good.
You want to feel it. Sometimes having to pee on stage helps you.
You're so right about that.
It's weird. When I audition,
that frantic like,
you need
oh
that,
god, yeah. That's
weird.
a really good. Wait, when you auditioned, what?
When I audition, sometimes I feel like I have to, like, if I have to pee, I don't.
You just hold
so
it?
You can feel more like engaged.
Imagine if you just triggered sepsis because you're trying to hold your pee in for an audition.
It's something I would do.
It's crazy. But yeah, dude, I think like you've already got, like you said earlier, the bones are there.
Mm-hmm. It's time to just put some.
It's got to be.
It.
You've got to figure out how to be authentically Charlotte on stage.
And I think I'm trying to like appeal to everyone and make everyone feel comfortable. And
fuck
of
those
like
people.
Down myself, and then it's like, I don't know.
Well, that is what I wanted to mention briefly because it's something we talked about in the green room, and it was like, I feel like I want to wear like baggy shirts and baggy pants when I'm on stage. Like, that's not who you are.
No.
That's not how anyone knows. Do you ever dress like that, even when you're just at home?
I mean, like, this is kind of how I
Yeah,
dress.
but that's still not.
But I'm still sexing it.
That you could totally wear on stage.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And
you don't need
to,
be in a bikini on stage.
I should.
You should not. No, let's not. Let's still, maintain some of the artistic value there.
Okay.
Fine. But yeah, you also don't have to look like a homeless person.
I was dressing down for
no offense to the homeless people.
Yeah.
I've never seen a homeless person that looks like you either, by the way. Just FYI. Saying that, putting that out there.
No, I don't know. I there was a time when I was doing stand-up and I was dressing really slouchy and I was like, for fucking who? Why am I like downing like?
Yeah.
So it's like, but then it's like last night I kind of had my tits out and I was in this outfit and then I felt like a bit of a pullback from
Was that them or was that you? Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, it probably wasn't them so much.
Yeah.
And
I was
you
just bombing.
No, you also didn't bomb. I think a lot of what you were feeling in that moment on stage, because you talked about it after you came off and I was like, you did fine. What are you? You were good. You didn't bomb. You got really good pops. I think all of that was just in your head. That's once again your own insecurity.
My own shit.
Talking to you. Yeah.
No,
so be authentically Charlotte.
But Davey, you're fucking hysterical. I just
Thank you so much. Dude.
I was listening to you, and I just like there were like moments where I was just like bursting in laughter. I think you're so fucking funny.
Thank you.
And I think we'll be longtime friends.
I think we will.
Yeah.
I think we've got some fun stuff that we can do together.
I agree.
As brother and sister. There's
B and S.
Yeah, B and S. Wait, I don't. What? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it is now. I'm stoked on myself. Charlotte, are you stoked on yourself at this point?
Davey, I'm so stoked on myself.
You're so stoked on Val, are you stoked on yourself, dude?
I'm so stoked.
Are we all stoked right now?
We're so stoked.
Fuck.
And we're gonna get stokier.
Stokier.
Do you want people to look you up online?
No.
No? You already know where to find her, y'all.
I'm just on Instagram. I need views on. I have low engagement, so engage with me,
dude. Find her comedy stuff on Instagram and go
my comedy,
like that
not
up.
The other shit.
Yeah. Stop being such a misogynist.
Yeah.
Okay. Like her comedy. It is very funny. The skits are great, dude. And I really think there's so much more that you're going to be bringing to the table with this.
And I think you and me need to do Florida dates.
Let's do it.
I think that's our next.
Let's go to Florida. I mean, I need to get back to Florida. I need to do Tampa, Naples, and Brea.
Done.
So we got this.
We're in.
Okay.
Stoked.
Love it. Stoked. And
dude.
Just it only gets stokier from here. Charlotte, thank you so much for being here. Y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe. We love you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.